Welcome back to Banner Saga 2, and we are headed off. Wait. These woodcutters were no slouches in a fight with these prisoners, Spar says, coughing. I've seen weaker men in Warden, and I think this group realizes their idea of staying here is a pretty bad one. You want me to recruit them? We need all the fighters we can get. I don't want any others to look after. More fighters are always good. But what's the downside? Let's take all the fighters we can get. I got a suspicion you actually like humans more than any other Varl alive, Spar says, chuckling until he starts coughing and wheezing for air. And they'll be dead soon enough. And we had the same amount, we had enough supplies, so it didn't affect our supplies, at least. Several ravens report a large hole in the ground nearby. There's strange marks all around it. One says, some look fresh, others, well, others look like they've been there as long as the mountains. Spar looks up. This hole have smooth sides? About as deep as a varl, he asks. The men nod and Spar grunts. Don't make me beat some answers out of you, old man. Stay away from anything that leads back into the ground. What's in the hole? We couldn't tell, Scott says. No trees around, just a deep hole in the ground about 4 yaks length across. My arms were like chicken skin just looking at it. Let's have a look, you craven. No sooner has the word left your mouth than you see Folka look upon you. Were you trying to be funny? Craven and raven? You ignore her and head for the hole. It's as described, big, deep, surrounded by scrawlings in the surrounding rock, and disturbing. Let's move on. Someone get in there, toss the scout in to see what he finds. Get in there. Shoving turns into fighting. You soon, a dozen ravens fall into the pit. You take pride in their quick reaction, forming a tight ring, guarding each other's back. When no snakes appear, they start looking for anything of value. Only one fighter finds anything, an old clasp, and gives it to you as you haul him out. Alright, clasp of kin. Someone's gonna get an item. It's gonna be sweet. Forage. Okay, we're positive on food for once. A large group of the clansmen from Bindle have stopped. Gasps and whispers among them. What's the problem now, you ask, breaking into their circle and finding a couple protectively holding a bundled baby. It's a curse, an omen, an old man says. The child's been replaced, changed. Never seen anything like it. You wouldn't know a thing about this, Varl, but they do. He points out a couple of others and a few women holding their children tighter. Maybe the darkness did it. Maybe they have dark secrets. It's a sad, hard thing to accept, but either the babe dies or we all suffer fiercely. Then kill it or I will. Show me the kid. Fan nonsense. Get moving or I'll make you so. Show me the kid. The father hesitates before pulling the swaddling open. Your experience with human children is minimal, but this looks just like any other baby. Look at the head, someone shouts. You lean down and see feathers over the ears, small tufts of pale down feathers, the kind you remember seeing on the neck and under the wings of Irax. Humans do what you want, but we're not. If it's an omen, it's a good one. No one harms the child. The mother starts weeping and thanking you. Little Hrocker, you mumble. And the father smiles. That's what I call him, he says. Maybe the gods aren't. You walk off before he can finish. Improved morale, yay. Decreased morale, not yay. Was that another godstone right there? We have a deep decline, or deep decline, I guess? Opposite of incline, a decline. Uncline.
I always respected Bygglaerer the builder, but if he made those caves we went through, well, I'd have killed him myself.
Let's see if we can pick up an item on this one. You nafes watch your step around these carrions, Spar says, hackling. Many a foolish pilgrim have given their life at the base of these frozen cliffs. And don't try working one of the stones for either, or you'll bring the whole damn thing down on us. He glares at Ollie, who pulls his hand away from the stone quickly. The pieces of Bygglaerer's godstone, put together without mortar or daub, represent the mastery of the god's own skill. In life he traveled the land, laying the world's cavernous foundation and raising mountains. He was ever regarded by the other gods with a wary respect, for one who knows how to put things together will also know how to take them apart. The sound of snickering draws your attention, and you see some kids grabbing stones from other carrions to build a new one of their own. Shout them, knock it off, knock theirs over and run them off, grab a stone and toss it to them to add. The stone you pick is bigger than anything they're using, but they're amazed that you contributed. The kids find a way to support its weight on top of all theirs, laughing and chasing each other away when it's all finished. Morale improved. An uneasy feeling washes over you, and you scan the ravens, clansmen, and bellower's cart for any threat. Blood axe, Spar says, in a tone stripped of all humor. My eyes are too old to trust what I'm seeing down there. You follow his gaze and growl. On the distant fields below is a mass of dredge, too numerous to count. Waves of them are pouring over hills, though they don't move like an attacking force. There's a banner among them, Falca says, near you, but I can't make out the crest. You wave her off, or comment, and roar a command, Move! Looks like we got a fight on our hands. Threads are pulling over these hills like ants. Yeah. More foraging. The fighters at the front of the company begin hacking away at the dense underbrush. We'll be here all day if the rest of you don't grab your axes and start chopping, one of them growls before wincing in pain. As he says, everyone grab an axe, your hand going lame, forget this path. As he says, everyone grab an axe. You berate and threaten anyone not chopping through the dense foliage. The fibrous vines and sticky leaves soon fill the air. Everyone is covered in plant matter. Everyone but Ollie, who is standing at a distance, throwing axes at vines ineffectively. Ah, Volka's cry of agony is uncommon enough to draw your attention. Others start cringing and yelping too. Knock it, rot! Before you can finish shouting, a burning, stinging pain tears through your arms, eyes, and nose. I think the plant is poison, Ollie says, before taking another drink. He feels around his pouch and holds out some brown, wet leaves. Here, these are counts. They're these counters. These make the poison go away. The pain ripples through you again, making you want to vomit. Grab the leaves and eat them. You shove the leaves in your mouth, swallowing quickly. How long it take to work, you ask. I don't know. I don't know, because you just rubbed them on your skin. He hands the leaves to everyone else. A little does a lot, you hear him say. Soon the pain passes, but the entire caravan needs a rest. The company comes upon a small village. The people still hard at work, with only an occasional glance skyward to the approaching darkness. Falca sees a man chopping wood, as she learned to do a lifetime ago. These people don't know it's coming. They'll figure it out soon enough, you say, to turn the rest of the caravan. We get what we need from this place, and rest if necessary. The next few days will be the hardest and last some of you will ever see. Falca gives you a look, and you snort. So, make sure we're on maximum rest. As you instruct a man to check the cart wheels and yoke straps, you hear someone say, hello again. You turn quickly to see the man ditch, quiet as always, but wisely out of your immediate axe reach. What do you want, you ask. Well, just I was scouting around this place, and Dutch says, and I went up on a hill to watch the dredge, and the banner we saw, it was from Einertoft. Einertoft? You grimace as, why is there no bad writing? You grimace as the town's name floods your mind with images. A giant bridge, hundreds of varl, Ivor in your way, your anger focused just beyond him. Einertarf was sacked, the old war leader, Krumer says. You'd better be as sure as crap stinks about what you saw, human. Dutch nods quickly. Then I'm going after them, Krumer says. It's not a request. Let the old varl kill himself if he wants. Join the old varl, though it could be suicide. Stick with him, you growl to the few fighters you allowed to join. If he's still as lucky as he claims, we'll grab the others and get back in one piece. Okay, we don't need rest. That's good. Yes. Yeah, definitely. You have been questionably useful. She's kind of our spear. Oh, and we got this thing. Oh, it's a level 10, so we can't use it. Wonderful. Unless he makes it to 10 or something. Can I afford you? I can. And he will benefit from this. Yes. Huzzah. And he has rank 3 forge ahead, so he'll get a new ability if he gets 1 kill. Potentially. So who else comes? Do we bring him along? Her along? He has the break on him, which is good. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling it. Feeling it. Okay, turn order wise. Boom. Boom. Here. Hold the line in the meantime. I like this. Yeah, it doesn't have to do anything too special. Forge ahead would be useless at the moment. I could do... Yeah, let's try this. It's not always sure which way I should be going. Oh. Heavy versions of those guys. Ouchies. 7. She just has that stuff. 7. She's only the 10 max, so I might as well not bother going all out. He follows up. He can probably... they'll be in the way, so he has to attack the... Okay. This could get messy. Ouchies. Only 1 damage, though. That's not too bad. He can do 8. Yeah, he'll move out of the way, so then he can come up and do his thing. So he might want to attack from this angle. They're ranged attackers, so... I'll just play it safe. Oh, wow, 7 damage. 8 there, okay. Okay, so he can finish him, which is good. He can slot in there. Okay, we got this. How can he not be in the way, is the question. He can go here. Risky. But it needs to be done. He's going to take some hits. he'll go. Okay. Boom. Oh no. Hatches if not. Oh, damn. That's bad. It's oh so bad. That's really bad. Just gotta take care of business, though. Ouchies. Alright, he can do some damage here. Nice. Take care of it. One down. Easy. Yeah, actually getting in close is pretty safe because these two can't attack. Right now, this guy's the most dangerous probably, but I think getting the damage on is the way to go. I don't think the forge ahead's gonna help him so much. Get him there. Yeah, there's gonna be some friendly fire. Oh, he's just go direct then. Interesting. Dead. Nice. Oh, he can just take him out. Get a promotion. Yeah, just stay in a nice little safe zone. He's lower. We'll set him up. Boom. Get one shot. Get that kill. Ouch. Alright, so let's see. There they are. There's our banner. Let's see if they are rescued or if we have to fight additional battles. Wasn't too bad. The mangled appearance of Varro stands in front of you long enough to shout, "You want to stare at me or get out of my fan mess?" He and other vile fighters lope past you with all the strength they have left, knocking away any dredge that get too close. 26 Varro. Once back in the village, the deep tones of the scarred Varro utter curses you've never heard before. Then he sees you. "You the fan leader of these pathetic humans?" the shield banger asks. "These humans are the ravens, and I'm Bello, Bulwark. Who are you and why do you look like you wipe spit out by the cold bear?" The Varl stares at you, then cracks what might be a smile beneath all the facial wounds. "Fasolt, former commander of what was Einertoft," he says. "You might recognize the one besides me." You glance at the Varl, one with barely any horns or beard. "Kvig?" you ask. "What in the depths? Kvig is the youngest Varl, the last one made. We're all that's left of those who fled Grofheim and stood against Bello at Einertoft," Fasolt says. "Kvig, run and get us some damn drinks and some meat. Bulwark and I need to talk." We need to chit-chat. "I always figured the ravens were a myth. Varl being around so many humans doesn't make any sense." "I need fighters, and there's a lot more humans to choose from these days." The scowl leaves Fasolt's face for the first time, a distant look in his eyes. "I'm alive by luck alone. No skill with a weapon or desire to kill could have seen me through that. Einertarf was a massacre." Fasolt grows quiet. "Stick with us and maybe you can get some revenge." "What makes you think I'm interested in anything like that?" He holds your stare for a moment before laughing an unexpected cruel laugh. "The truth is, I could kill 100 of these slags a day and not be fulfilled. There's more dredge than rats after Grofheim and Einertarf." The Varl are done. Fasolt grows quiet. "How did you make it through?" "This stuff behind us? Fey and easy. Those aren't all dredge warriors. They might all be armed, but they're mostly families. Most won't bother you if you leave them alone." "Since when have dredge ever left us alone? They'll still kill you if you stick your ass on the ground for too long, but I'm telling you what I've seen. Most of these stone bastards seem to be running scared. Most. Seems to be a number of them hunting something or someone, though." Fasolt grows quiet. "The Battle of Borsgard was a bloodbath, too." "Oh, what happened?" "The ravens were called in to keep the people from rioting. Tried to get those people to leave was useless. Then Bellower showed up with an army. A human took him down." "A human? The immortal Bellower's dead." His question makes you tense, though you're unclear why. "The daughter of a hunter named Rook shot asunder with some Valka arrow." "Figures. I met a man and his whelp before. Didn't they think they'd amount to Sunderslayers, though. The girl died, but Rook's leading his caravan to Arbarang. Hakon and the other Varl are with them." "Humans die like flies, don't they?" He spits on the ground. "If you're heading west, Kvig and I will stick with you and cut south to Arbarang at Old Ford." And do we get camp? We do. So we'll follow this plot line in the next episode. So catch y'all then.